phone bouncing. I feel. There we go.
All right.
I can't hear Richard either. It's probably just as well. Why would I play it on level 4? Because I am level 4.
Because he's level 4. That's
hell,
how.
I'll play the level 6. I just played. I was level 3 and I played a level 4 mission, and it was pretty tough.
Woolen Pluto 4, Destiny already came out. So to clarify for anyone who is just joining the stream, we've been streaming all morning. We are joystiq.com, a news and reviews site, and Activision has provided us with review copies of Destiny on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. We are playing Destiny on PlayStation 4 today. The servers went live at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Richard Mitchell, who is going to be writing Joystiq's review of Destiny later this week, is behind the wheel right now. And he is playing as the Hunter class on PS4.
Got myself a new pulse rifle, which I'm not sure if I like. I like the long range stuff.
Oh, do you?
Well, yeah, I like popping those heads off, you know, because the headshots in this game are so fun because they just like explode in a shower of light. Someone's asking if there's any noticeable difference between the PS4 and Xbox One version. I don't think we can answer that yet because our resident Xbox One fan owner,
Sure.
Yeah.
Jess Condit does not have her copy yet.
Here's the Sparrow link.
I get my car.
Forgettable username. Some tacky inside baseball questions if you want to answer them. What do you feel is the review situation with this? How should consumers respond to the non-day one review thing? I think they should respond well.
Want to get your Sparrow? We could be.
Yeah, and I agree with that, and I also think as games become more and more connected online, you're going to be seeing this a lot.
Yeah.
Because you know the reasoning that they had is that you know they want to make sure that you can experience the whole game and that there's plenty of people to play with, and you know you can't play Destiny at all. I can confirm that if the servers aren't up, you can't play the game whatsoever. It just says, hey, the servers aren't up, come back later. So, I mean,
If you mean like, oh, should we imply that because you got it so late, the game sucks?
In this instance, no.
In this case,
We're approaching the
no.
shore.
But that said,
Fallen are using
I
some
would
sort of
also,
signal
if I were
amplifier.
you,
Let's see
hold
what
off
they're
a few
transmitting.
days. Like, if you played the beta and you're convinced and you don't care, then great, yeah, go play the beta. If I had not received a copy from the publisher, I mean, I had one
God.
pre-ordered.
I'm sorry, I just fought one of the enemies with the question mark level.
Oh, Jesus.
How'd that go?
It murdered me real good.
It seems a little easy, kind of like a child's game. These are the first few levels. A game isn't supposed to crush you like a bug when you're a level 1 or 2. It gets harder. Trust me.
Oh,
you
and
can go
it
check
is
out the...
very much the MMO frame of mind, too.
Yeah.
You start
And-
off killing bugs and kind of work your way up.
Exactly.
As we discovered this morning while Alexander was streaming as a Titan, especially by himself, and even when you showed up, Susan, to back him up, you get to level 5, and this game will start punishing you.
Well, even I was level 2 at that time, and I came in to just back him up, and I was fighting level 4 enemies, and I was getting crushed.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Captain. Sit down.
like as soon as the captain starts showing up,
Sit down.
there is not a difficulty setting,
Uh,
but there are areas that are clearly marked. Like if Richard pulls up the map later from orbit,
you can sort of adjust the difficulty of whatever particular mission that you're
Yeah,
on.
yes,
You can say,
yes,
oh, well,
you can.
I'm a level 4, so I'll tackle this mission at level 4,
right.
and so on and so forth.
Right, like I'm level 3, and the last mission I played the level 4 difficulty. And it's kind of like turning on the skulls in the old Halo games. It's like you sort of add an extra element of difficulty to the game. Okay, I don't know what that was saying. I will say so far, I mean, the story does still feel kind of not super detailed or important.
Has there? So, Susan, you were saying all of the level content that you got to look at was stuff from the beta. Have you guys seen any story stuff that is additional?
Not yet. No.
Not yet.
It's all the same. Well, I mean, this is also. I played everything I just played, which was like an hour or two, is all very, very preliminary. It's you're woken up by the ghost. It's the deal with what the guardians are, what the tower is. It's laying the foundation.
Cool. Sorry.
Oh, public event. It's all the very, very bare bones stuff. It's none of the stuff from the other planets.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be going to Mars and Venus and all these other planets, and we don't know what any of that story is. We know a little tiny bit of the story that takes place on the moon. But it does not, and I hate to keep going back to this because it's not a great reference for everybody, but PSO, Phantasy Star Online, it's very much that kind of story involvement.
Yeah, and it's in a way, it's also very similar to a game like Diablo. It's, you go down.
Yes.
You go down to the dungeon, you kill some stuff, get some loot, you come back, you identify the stuff you found, so on and so forth.
Serialos, is this recorded? No.
Why do people always ask that? Is there some?
This is live.
Is there some conspiracy on Twitch where people just don't live stream things?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Recorded, like, pre-recorded?
Well, yeah. I mean, technically, I'm running OBS. I could just play back a video file.
That's true.
And leave my computer.
But like, if we were gonna, if you were gonna present a recorded version of the game, I think it would be like a skate video. It would be all your sweetest moves.
Right.
This is
Okay, Insane Evil, great. So you think the game is easy then? Maybe you shouldn't play it.
yeah.
I just feel like you just want to prove how awesome a player you are by talking about how easy the game is for you. Okay, if you find the game too easy, don't play it. Play something harder.
Hey, Diablo's not hard at all, but it's fun to play. So, I don't know. To each his own. Okay, the public event guy is running away. This is.
Oh, well, yeah. Is this the one where you have to catch him before he... Yeah, you have to catch him before he gets to a certain point.
Well, this is.
Well, you have to kill him, I should
This is
say.
something that's worth pointing out, is that the level disparity in this game is serious business.
Yeah.
Like, I'm level 3, this guy's level
Yeah.
5, I can barely dent him. Like, I would need lots of help, so I'm actually going to abandon this.
That's fair. If you're literally the only person on this event,
Don't give
and
up.
you're a level 3...
There was one other guy up on a cliff who was sort of helping, but he stopped.
Hey, Cliff guy.
Yeah,
guy.
wait,
Hey.
drop the ball.
Well, Susan did go around bashing Brian Casente in the back of the head.
I
Wait,
did.
for real?
See, 'cause
Did he even feel it through his luxurious hair?
No, I think his golden, his shimmering locks protected him from her onslaught. Plus, you can't. This is something we covered earlier. You cannot physically touch people who are not in your fire team in the game.
Oh, you mean you just clip through them?
You just clip through them, and it's to
Okay.
prevent griefing.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And so Susan was trying to hit Brian in the back of the head, but didn't.
So she was just like, hey, Brian, hey.
I kept respawning right behind him.
Yeah, like
and
right next to him.
He was clearly AFK.
And he finally turns around and just goes, what? You say, and you say, love you.
Hi. Yeah.
Can I have a lock of your hair?
And you cut it off, and it just immediately grows back, like in Interview with the Vampire.
Don't get butt hurt over it, chick. Oh, hello, welcome to Bandtown, population. You.
Man!
Wow. I don't know. There's something about I don't know what it is. It's just the confluence of chat rooms and on-demand entertainment that's just like, I'll just say whatever the hell I want.
And I'm a girl.
I mean, it would be like if I went to like Conan and just started yelling at him.
Hey, buddy!
Like, they would kick me out of the studio. And I would be sad because Conan's my hero.
It makes me so happy that his dance is in Madden 15.
That is amazing. That is just a
love that.
wonderful, wonderful thing.
They've been doing a bit actually on that show about. Am I supposed to be up there? No, about the tiny player glitch in Madden.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that. It's hilarious.
Yeah. And hey, good on EA for just totally playing into that. By the way,
Oh yeah.
you can say what you want about EA, and I'm not even saying you're wrong. But that was a good move on their part to just
Like,
just
own it.
just
own
own
it.
it.
Yeah.
Man, this thing runs out of ammo quick.
It's very much like Bungie with when they did the That Wizard Came from the Moon t-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Stabby. I love stabbing people in this game. Is it smart? Probably not, but I like doing it. Oh my god, that guy's got laser swords.
Don't go near those laser swords.
No.
Richard, don't go near them.
Yeah, now you're on fire. Look at that.
I don't know where those laser swords have been.
Yeah, but they're probably at least fairly sanitary.
Yeah, you've got to assume that they're pretty clean.
You
but,
gotta think that they're gonna pretty much sanitize anything that they touch.
right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Little did we know that the Fallen actually used those. I mean, it's basically a cleaning implement.
Yeah. They're cooking utensils.
Oh, like that knife in Hitchhiker's Guide?
Right.
That toasts
Yeah.
bread as you cut it. I'm gonna ding real soon.
So for those of you watching, a little breaking news from Joystiq. It turns out Batman Arkham Knight is coming out in June 2015 now.
Oh, hey, good to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is a thing.
That is a thing.
This is
Yeah,
this is where I let everyone know that I never finished Arkham City.
You weren't missing much, my friend. Not to poo-poo a much beloved game, but that
Wait, what's the first one?
that's Arkham Asylum, and
Right.
that game is the best.
I couldn't even get through it.
Oh,
I couldn't.
really?
Yeah, see, okay, here's the thing.
The Fallen are tapped into something in the
Everybody
back
I
of the
know
room.
who played it was like really into the idea of being Batman, which I respect.
Yeah.
Which I totally respect. I don't care.
Yeah.
Go
See,
to hell! Go to hell! Damn! I just got rushed by these laser dudes.
Susan, I'm totally there with you. I don't really care about, like, Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that place. Like,
That's fair, that's fair.
If you give me an interconnected
Yep.
environment like that, and it's like, go figure out what hole to crawl inside of and what walls to destroy. Like,
Yeah.
that is my crack. I just love that.
That's totally fair. That's totally fair.
But yeah, Arkham City is just...
God, die, buddy. Jeez.
What are you actually doing? Are you doing the next part of the story?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the critical part in the plot where I can't finish that. I'm sorry.
where the dudes come out and you have to shoot them in
Well,
the face.
I mean, I'm doing a better job of sort of piecing together at least what they want the plot to be than I did during the beta. And that is that the very appearance of the Fallen and the Hive on Earth
right.
signifies the return of the darkness, which I did not even put that together before.
Right. Right. That's why, okay, so as much as the whole "this wizard came from the moon" line was delivered so very badly, it's actually an important plot point.
Right.
Because that's, oh my gosh, if this race is this close, we got problems.
Right.
We're going to need a bigger boat. I got a bad feeling about this.
We're gonna need a bigger space ball.
Yes.
We're gonna need a bigger ball.
Yeah.
The Fallen are tapped into something in the back of the room.
Oh,
Oh, more Inviso dudes.
I hate the Invisidudes.
yeah, the Invisidudes
Me too.
are not cool.
Piss me off.
Oh, and of course I'm out of shotgun ammo. That is not good. Okay. Running like hell. Running like hell.
And we're running. We're
Chicavelli-
running. We're fleeing.
Chicavelli, I like the light stream that comes out of their head when you kill them. That is
Yes.
pretty
God, it's satisfying. It's like Grunt Birthday Party all over again. I just wish it was confetti and children going, yay! Yeah.
Sean Sharkey, they need to make a Batman game based off the Badman character from College Humor series. I think that would be pretty funny. What I really want to see is I want to see Rocksteady make a Batman game based on the Adam West show.
Oh, really?
1966 style,
So,
like Batman.
Does that mean that the Joker will have a mustache covered in makeup?
Yes! That's exactly what it means.
I mean, we have the technology to render that now, so...
We will resurrect Burgess Meredith from the dead.
You just do like that episode of South Park where they recut all of Chef's lines. All of Isaac Hayes' dialogue. We'll just pull his sound from classic Batman episodes.
Oh, Mr. Fuzzy Paws, anyone know when the review embargo is up? The official time is Friday.
Wait, it is? I thought it was up. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought my impression was that it was Friday.
Well, at any rate, our plan is to have a review up this week.
Joystiq will have a review up on Friday.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Over the next
god.
30 days from tomorrow, we will have reviews, part of our new review format for persistent online games like this, called State of Service. And we will, for 30 days, be checking in to see how Destiny is playing, and if it is handling the strain of the folks around the world who are playing it.
God, you're a dick.
Go get him!
Not you, Anthony. This guy I'm killing. These are independent thoughts.
Sure.
Sure they are. Okay. I will say the one thing, at least that I gleaned from the beta,
The Fallen are trying to access these machines.
is that this does have the kind of classic Bungie feel, like the way that it plays, and enemies have a bit of that sort of Halo feel to them. You know, the very clear ranks that everything falls into. Having said that, the encounter design is basically non-existent.
Yeah.
It's not like... What was cool in Halo is like, okay, here's 6 guys in this next room standing in a circle, like, and you could plot for a second, like, how am I going to take these guys out? What's my plan? Like, I'm going to throw a grenade in the middle, I'm going to sword that guy, you know, pull out my shotgun, whatever. You don't get as much of that in Destiny.
There's very little of that quiet you can get, where you're like, I know that there's going to be 2, you know, Arbiter dudes around a corner.
Right.
But then again, it's still early in the game. You've got all these other planets to explore. I don't even know what Venus looks like.
Like Uma Thurman.
Hey-o!
Baron Munchausen reference from downtown.
That is a deep cut.
That is a window into adolescent Richard's late nights. Because for some reason, regular like cable channels could get away with that.
Yeah, that is so weird because Now there's what I want Bungie to do. When Bungie finishes up Destiny in 9 years, the Adventures of Baron Munchausen game.
God, what is the name of that actor? I love him. John... I think it's...
Cleese.
John Neville. That's who that
Yeah.
is. He's still around.
Yep.
Ooh. You know, for the longest time I thought these floating robots were called sharks and not shanks. Everyone kept saying shank and I'm like, guys, it's shark. What are you doing?
See, I was saying that earlier, and I got laughed at. I'm like, no, you don't understand. The type is too small. So now they are sharks.
They look more like sharks.
They're a little sharky, I feel.
Yeah, they're very sharky.
Sharkish.
Yeah. Sharkish.
Wait, another captain? Come on now.
Right? Do I need to come in and join you? Is that something that you need help?
Whoa. Alright. Yeah, come on out here. The one other thing that kind of does stink about this is that I've got a sniper rifle that would be really handy, but if you change out your weapons, all of your ammo disappears.
That is true.
And that's sort of that is another very MMO thing, because it's essentially like trying to change out your skills in the middle of a fight. And I kind of get that. But in the context of having guns in your backpack, it doesn't make much sense.
Richard, you and I played this mission together.
Yes.
In the beta.
What?
And I remember it being wildly difficult, even with 3 people.
Oh God, you're not doing the Devils thing, are you?
No.
No. It's the one where you're like in a sort of vault room.
Hold on.
And you're waiting
for your ghosty to hack something. And
Dinklage is up on a computer's business.
Yep.
Forgettable username.
Oh, this is Alexander and I just did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Then that means that people are going to see something new here in a minute. That's good.
Forgettable username. We are going to be testing out beta and the remote play for this, and we will. That's a really interesting idea. That would be a cool stream. Richard, maybe we could set up that camera of yours and you could get a look at all that.
Yeah, I mean, technically, whenever you do remote play, it just doubles the TV screen, doubles what you're doing.
Right.
So I could just stream it, but use my Vita to play it, and that wouldn't be too hard. I will say that the minuscule input lag that is introduced by remote play would make this not as good. At least in my experience, there's just like, you can tell a tiny bit of time passes between pressing a button and something happening on screen when you do remote play. And it's, some games that's fine, some games it's not. Like, I've played Diablo on remote play, and that's fine.
Okay, I pulled out everything they managed to steal.
Alright.
We should destroy this thing.
Yes, let's destroy it by stabbing it.
Go hit that space ball. Shoot that space ball.
Yeah.
Oh, that space ball blew up.
Much. Kept
I
hitting
darn
at the
stabbed it.
firewall. Old Earth.
Why isn't that a voice option in these sci-fi games? Like, why can't I sound like an aging prospector from 1853?
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the moon!
Built to defend Earth.
Well, I mean, it would make sense. I mean, I think they maybe... I mean, there's kind of a pioneer spirit here, right?
Yeah.
Have to find a way to reach him.
Oh, I'm going to go get that darkness!
I could just smell the glitter up in them hills.
There's a glimmer up in them there hills. Yo! Sorry, I just turned into Yosemite Sam there. Yeah, I could get behind that. Alright, back to the tower.
Richard, we were trying to determine this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Have you run into any proximity chat when you were roaming around and maybe running into people?
Oh, I don't think so. I've run into, like, I hear, like, NPC chatter.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, like, if like, in the tower and stuff, like, you can hear people saying, like, oh, hello, Guardian, and all that kind of stuff.
All right.
I haven't heard other players, though, no.
Militant Rabbit, a Bill Cosby voice option.
Well,
now what you gotta do
you
with
see,
the moon?
the darkness is coming back. We need the Guardians to go get it. The pudding.
John Apocalypse, how do you think the servers will be tomorrow? Will there be a blackout? It's really hard to say.
Hold on, let me look at the box here. Let's see. No, I don't see an Electronic Arts logo on there. That's a good sign.
Oh, whoa! Ouch. Doesn't sink Battlefield
in all
in it.
seriousness, though, I mean, Activision launches a new Call of Duty game, which generally becomes the best-selling game of all time every single year, and they never really have server problems.
Yeah, there has never been. I think since World at War, which was 2008, and that was the last time I think that they had any significant launch problems.
Yeah, and they did have some issues with Call of Duty Elite back when they were doing that when it first came out. But yeah, I imagine the servers will be okay, but I mean, there's no way to know. Oh, here's an interesting feature in Destiny: your equipment levels up along with you. So most of your equipment has at least one sort of unlockable perk the longer you use it. So my helmet's been upgraded here, and I get to, when I cause damage with a grenade, it reduces the cooldown on my melee attack, which I don't actually have that melee attack yet, but that'll come in handy. Let's see. Oh, and now
Are you getting the sweet coffee pouring sounds
Yes, I am.
that are coming through? You hear that?
I do.
That's what all fire teams listen to on their headsets to feel close to home.
Man, I need a new scarf. My little scarf
Sorry,
is too
was that... Sorry.
What, Susan?
Were you just talking about the typing?
Oh no,
Oh,
we were
no,
talking.
no.
I was pouring a giant cup of coffee
Delicious
right
coffee.
next to my laptop. So you just it sounded like a frickin' Folgers commercial.
This part of waking up.
A giant moon wizard.
That's true. That's true.
That's the worst part of waking
Okay,
up.
so I've got...
Is the giant moon wizard?
So now I've got access to bounties, which are just like little in-game challenges that give you extra experience, and they give you some Vanguard reputation. I don't really know what that's for yet.
That is to... I can answer that question.
Okay.
What that does is, as you get it to be higher levels, you not only need Glimmer, you need certain reputation to buy
that's
certain
right.
items.
I have seen that, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So, the really good stuff.
And I think you
so
only
it-
have 3 bounties at once. I think that's
I
there's a
don't
limit.
believe that's true.
There's-
I think you can have 6.
Okay, I knew there's a limit.
Yeah.
I don't have any... stuff.
Yeah, so if you don't like playing in the Crucible, for example, those are the bounties on the right. Then there's going to be certain gear that you're just never going to have access to because you won't have enough Crucible points to purchase them. C'est la vie.
Okay, it looks like you can have 5.
Aw, Fuzzy Fungus loves me. Thank you. That's very sweet. I appreciate that.
Okay. Let's see.
You can have 5 bounties at a time.
Fizzive.
That.
Okay. So you're pretty much seeing the loop here. Is I've done a mission and came back, and I'm just gonna go straight back down now that I've got rid of my equipment. One thing I do like in that sort of genre pattern of, you know, go to dungeon, get loot, come to town, identify things, sell things, buy things, is that you can sell things anywhere. Just straight,
cool.
Just straight from your menu. You're just dismantling your equipment and,
Right,
and
right.
getting whatever it gives you.
Man, I love that modernization of anything that has RPG elements, of just saying, like, how are we going to take out the sort of irritating parts of this while not damaging the sort of delightful fiction of it? Because you still like the experience of, like, being a part of a world where it's like a blacksmith does this. Like, I like that in Diablo 3.
Right.
That you need to go to the blacksmith and he's the one who tears all these things apart. But if you're just pulling everything apart, like, you know, yourself, and that's consistent with what you are in this world, as
Right.
like a scavenger / warrior.
As art form Fazione, that's what I'm going to pronounce your name as, says that space scene looks hot. It does. I agree.
Or Phase 1.
Phase
Silly.
1. No, Fazione.
Okay.
I just love the way the game looks great. At least I haven't seen last-gen versions, like the Xbox 360 or PS3, we will be doing some tests on those once we get our hands on copies of that. For the sake of the review, we were given
beacons here to connect
PlayStation
back to
4
the
and
tower.
Xbox One.
We find them, we can help the city. I'm already detecting a few.
Now, this is sort of your just exploration mode, where you just go around and you find little missions littered throughout. Oh, I think there's a public event over here. I'm going to go do that. And it's okay. Oh no, it's just a different kind of mission. Ooh, I missed like 5 times with this gun. There we go. Boom! Stabby. So you just go down to the planet and you find these beacons and you get missions from them. And they try to contextualize it like it's some kind of story bit, but it's just go collect 6 of these or kill 10 of these.
Yeah. Senor Deeker, this is not cross-platform. If you are playing on PlayStation 4, you are playing with PlayStation 4 players.
Now, I do know that at least in terms of they have the upgrade, where if you buy the last-gen versions, the digital last-gen versions, so if you buy off like
Right.
Xbox Live or PlayStation Network, you do get a free upgrade to the digital next-gen versions, and your character stats will transfer within the same console family.
Yeah.
So if you have a PS3, it will transfer to PS4, but not Xbox One.
For those folks who are just joining us or have not been spending the past 4 hours and 40 minutes with us, we are also giving away a bunch of copies of Destiny. We have copies for every platform, last and current gen, 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, and we have one limited edition copy for PS4 to give away as well. And I am going to pop a link in the chat right now, so you can figure out how to get your hands on those. It's very, very simple. Just follow the link in the chat and go and like Joystiq on Facebook. That's it. That's all you got to do. The link is coming your way.
And this might come as a surprise to Anthony, because this is kind of his thing, but I should let you guys know that I'm actually playing the Ghost edition of this game, which comes in the gigantic, massive box, comes with a plastic ghost.
You got a Dinklage?
I got a Dinklage.
Hey, cool!
And, God, the only cure is more cowbell. Sorry. But I've got that, and so once we get this review in the bag, of course, we will be giving that away.
Boom!
And I don't have this quite clear yet, but we should be getting the Glacier White PlayStation 4 bundle as well.
What?
And we'll give that away at some point.
What? Richard, my mind is blown.
Yeah, that's my job, man. I blow minds.
It's just, literally, I had brain parts and they're leaking out. Xeno 3D, I just want the Dinklage. You and me both.
It doesn't move or anything though, which upsets me. Like,
oh, it's just like a block.
yeah, it's just a solid thing. Like, that's what makes the Ghost kind of fun. Is it moves and shifts around like one of those paper fortune tellers from elementary school.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do that.
Oh, that's a shame. The other day, I was out for a run in my neighborhood in New York, and there were these people cleaning out their garage when I ran by. And, there wasn't much in their driveway at this point, but there was just the one thing sitting outside of their garage was a stack of books about 4 feet high with the Halo 3 cat helmet sitting on top. Like,
Somebody buy this junk. So here's a question for the room. Is it just you and me, Anthony, or is Susan still in here? She's working.
Susan?
She's working.
Yeah, she's doing things.
Are you much for collector's edition stuff?
You know, I've never really been a collector's edition guy. It really depends. There are some things that, like, if there's something in there that I really, really want, then I'll take the plunge. Like, I'm trying to think of one that, like the old editions of Lunar that that Working Designs made for the PlayStation 1. I know I'm dating myself there, but the limited editions of Lunar came with crazy things like a boxing puppet and stuff like that. I adored.
How do we get on top of this plane? Oh, over there.
Yeah, Forgettable Username says, I like fancy books and soundtracks. Fancy books and soundtracks is where it's at. That's what I look for, too.
Yeah, I'm not much for the, like the plastic figurine or statue or anything like that, because I mean, I have stuff like that I purchased myself. Like, I'm very proud of the Samus Figma action figure that I got in Japan.
Isn't it nice?
It is. But I'm not much for, like say, for example, the, like that Raven, God, what do they even call those in Bioshock Infinite? The elixirs.
Oh, the elixirs, yeah!
That's not what they're called!
No, they're,
it's not a plasmid.
Or...
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't need that.
Tonic, guys.
Tonics! Thank you, Susan! Oh my god!
Okay. That's why I'm here. Carry on.
Okay, let's go.
Like, that kind of stuff, like, I like the art books and things like that. And having said all this, I do have special editions of many different Halo games.
Yeah.
But not the cat helmet one. I don't
Not
have
the
that,
cat helmet one.
That wasn't for me.
The last special edition I bought was I wanted the Drankagard 3 special edition because it came with the soundtrack and I love that composer, and it came with a hardcover novel inside of it, which is like a that the director wrote, and it's the prequel essentially. It's a novella prequel. Of course, Susan knows the version of Dragonguard 3 that I really wanted, which was the Japanese limited edition that we gave away on a stream back in May, which was. It came with 4 giant hardcover art books.
It was effing redonkulous. It was amazing.
It was absurd. It was also $350.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
God.
Who
that
likes
is the
that
one
game?
thing about those niche games, especially the niche Japanese RPGs. Like Atlas
Yeah.
is really good about this. I want to say NIS does stuff like this, where they can sell those ridiculous collector's editions because people are really dedicated to those games.
All right, I'm. So last year, I did go down the rabbit hole of an insane limited edition. Because not only was it an insane limited edition, but it was a game that was only released digitally in the US. But in Japan, there was a physical PS3 release for Dungeons and Dragons collection, the Shadow over Mystara arcade games.
Really?
And yeah, so you not only could you get it on disc, but there was this limited edition sold directly through Capcom that comes in this giant, beautiful cardboard box, and inside is a 2 CD soundtrack, reproductions of both art books and strategy guides from the mid-90s, and coasters.
Wow.
Like
Of
drink
course, coasters. Yeah.
Because naturally. And that game is, as I'm wont to say, I never got over Dungeons and Dragons Shadow over Mystara. So I took the plunge on that. It's super cool.
Didn't get to use all my golden gun. There was
That golden gun is hard to time, man.
It is. I picked the Hunter class because I got to play as it at a preview event, and later on, you get an ability called Blade Dancer or Blade Dance or something like that. and you just become basically a super ninja that teleports towards enemies and just murders them with a sword or a knife. And man, that was a lot of fun. There was a decent question in the chat, Anthony. Maybe you can find it, asking it, like, saying he's just tuned in, and is this game really combat zone after combat zone? Maybe find that for me and read it, and I will.
I am trying to find it.
I'll do my best to answer it. Come on.
I think Destiny is mostly linear. The exploration is all well and good, but it's not the main focus. Mission by mission, you have one objective. Is that it?
No, well, I think that must have been somebody answering the question that I was looking for. Yeah, the mission structures are definitely linear. I mean, it's follow the nav beacon. And the only real open exploration that you're going to find is the kind of stuff that I'm doing right now. I'm in kind of a high-level area, it looks like. Is you'll go into areas like this, and you find little mission markers.
Should bring a nice reward.
And you sort of just take little kill X number of bad guy missions. That's the closest you get to open exploration. And you will find dead ghosts, which is your little AI companion here. You'll find those that have been, like, deactivated or whatever. And it's kind of like finding a skull in Halo, but it's just like you get a little experience bonus and a little bit of lore, and that's kind of fun.
Richard, here's an interesting question. Ralphie248 says, do you know if DLC from the 360 transfers to the Xbox One? So we were just talking about how if you purchase the digital copies, you can upgrade from one generation of console to another, the same family of consoles. Do your DLC purchases, like if you purchase access to the expansion that's coming out in December, does that carry?
Yes, it does.
I believe it does, yes.
And I explained this in my post about it last week. It's kind of confusing in that if you buy the digital version of Destiny on Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, you do get an upgrade to the digital version on PS4 or Xbox One within the same console family. So if you buy PS3, you get PS4. It's not like Diablo where you can kind of upgrade across platforms.
Which is insane.
It is insane that they let you do that, and now we're all spoiled.
Insane and awesome.
And now we think everyone has to do that.
Yes. In fact, I demand it.
But, yes, you do get... Man, I took that captain down. You do get to transfer your... They don't call it a season pass. The expansion pass, which gives you access to the 2 expansion packs. Now, having said that, if you do buy the physical version of the PS3 or the Xbox 360 game, all the digital content can be transferred. So if you have an expansion pass, you can transfer it to PS4 or Xbox One, but you will also have to buy the game again because you don't get to transfer the physical game.
Right.
It's
right.
kind of confusing, but that's...
that's also... Do you think that's... Obviously, there's a technological ease there, right? Like, it's just... If digital is digital, and it's
right.
Like
Well, and the
the
other thing about that is they get to tie it to your one PlayStation Network or Xbox Live account. Right. So, if they gave you a free digital upgrade for your physical game, you could just give the physical game to a friend.
Right. Exactly. So I'm wondering if this is also just trying to encourage more people to buy digitally?
I think that's definitely part of it. And again, you can't play this game unless the servers are live.
Right.
So, like, having that physical copy of the game, like, 20 years from now when no one's playing this game and the servers are gone, that physical disc you have is just going to be a paperweight.
Well, yes, but then you get people like me and Anthony, we just like having the box on the shelf.
Hey,
I like them.
Sure.
I like the box.
That's how we are.
Well, and I'll be buying when I buy my copy of Destiny, because, again, this is pre-release, I'll be buying a physical copy, because I like that, too.
Right.
I like just to have it on my shelf.
Yeah.
Plus, Richard, I know that you might be experiencing this since you're a new father, but there was a moment a couple of years ago where I thought I'm going to start going all digital with my games and music and books and everything. I was like, you know what? Why clutter? And then I got engaged, and I realized that my wife and I were probably going to start a family. And I realized that, like, one of the funnest things in the world to me when I was little was being able to go through my parents' stuff.
Oh yeah,
from
yeah.
back when. And I know.
Oh,
like,
I see. Okay.
yeah, like, if my kid, like, I think they'll probably like video games, and I want them to be able to, like, go into a giant cupboard and, like, see all of these covers for, you know, PS2 games and Dreamcast games and NES games, and I want them to be able to dig
Right.
and have something that they can hold.
Right, and that's the classic parental, like, oh man, where did you find that? And
Yeah.
a little trip down memory lane kind of stuff. Oh, my dog's in my office. He's not supposed to be up here.
Hey, Popper. See, you say he's not supposed to be, but
But what?
I don't think you really mind.
Well, here's a fun story.
Oh, I already know which story this is going to be.
A few months ago, we got a brand new carpet up here in the office, and for some reason, within like one day,
Great job.
the dog decides that it needs to just poop up here in my office. Just needs to poop right on the carpet. Never does that, ever. But for some reason, that was the day.
Hey, Dad, is this new carpet up here? I'm gonna go up there and drop a D. I'll be right back. You just give me a second.
And
Well, it did not smell like house,
true,
Yeah.
true.
so he was fixing that.
And, in fairness, he did immediately eat it and clean it up, so...
Oh,
Oh,
puppy.
dog.
Puppy.
Also, this is like our beagle who's like around 7 years old at this point, and it's just now at this point in his life discovered that he can scrub his butt on things. Like, he went for years not knowing how to do that, but now he's figured it out, and figured out also, and fairly, that it feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best.
And so he's been
That's
doing
his
that
new
a lot.
hobby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, because it's a new thing in his life, just fully does not understand why we do not want him to do it.
But Dad, have you tried it? It feels awesome. Here, I'll show you how.
Okay, I've
Come on
got
down on the carpet with me.
some new stuff here. Oh, I can upgrade my gauntlets.
We're grossing out the chat pretty hardcore.
Hey,
here.
guys, what? No dog lovers?
Well, guys, I mean, like, Richard has not unlocked the character class wherein he can go up to the tower and scrub his butt along the
Is that
Once you hit level 20, that's
right?
That's
You
what
unlock
do,
that
is
emote, and then
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna check my bounties. The only reason I'm doing this exploration stuff right now is
It's for the bounties.
to get these bounties real quick. So,
Yeah.
Good God,
I gotta
OG, if you are listening, butt scrubbing DLC.
Oh
Make it
man,
happen.
yeah. Yeah, we haven't really heard much about DLC beyond expansions. Like, are we going to be able to buy, like, packs of emotes or banners or anything like that? I would guess probably not, but...
Hey, Guardians,
I don't know.
Back here.
It would make sense to me that they would just really cheapy stuff.
Yeah.
$1, $2, $3. Super cheapy. Because there are, like, banners and
Right.
and colors, like you can dye your armor different colors and models for your ship and stuff. Mm-hmm. It seems to me that it would make sense that would be something they could charge money for, like do it a microtransaction for, without pissing people off, because it's completely unnecessary.
Right.
And yet, you know,
Yeah.
it would also make people happy because they really enjoy the customization.
Yeah, Susan, I feel like, Activision has for, the better part of a decade. I mean, Modern Warfare was 7 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a very set structure for how they approach downloadable content and a steady release of little add-on doodads throughout a year, whether it's maps, whether it's little cosmetic stuff like we were just talking about. But I feel like Destiny is a new opportunity for them to experiment, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Bungie do some weirder stuff.
Well, I mean, like what kind of stuff can you buy for like World of Warcraft, for example? Because that is the other huge super multiplayer property that Activision has.
Yeah, but like I feel like
I know you can buy like pets and stuff.
Yeah. So will you be able to buy like? I mean, already the limited edition of Destiny comes with an exclusive skin for your ship, and there are different versions of speeder bike for you to unlock. So does it get to a point where it's like, oh well, do you want this crazy speeder bike?
Well, no, I think it would have to be something that would be done very sparingly, right?
Yeah.
Like the majority of, because you have purchased this game,
Right.
And because it is online only, most of the stuff that you get in the game you have to earn by playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice! I just unlocked my throwing knife.
But I definitely feel like for like special events, I guarantee you.
Sorry, every time it kills me.
They'll do some kind of something for charity.
Yeah.
They might do something at the holidays. Have a special Christmas skin or something.
Am I about to take the same mission I just took? I don't think so. Has anyone gotten far? I guess you guys didn't because you just played this morning, but I still have no idea how the crafting works in this game.
Nope, no clue.
Okay.
Oh, do you have access to it?
Well,
She's there.
I assume that it's something that later on you'll take on a couple missions that sort of teach you how to craft. Is my guess.
That's what I'm hoping.
Give it a shot.
And like I found like spin metal leaves.
Yeah. And then you get parts by disassembling certain bits of gear.
Okay. Alright, is everyone getting tired of watching me use my pistol? I'll use my shotgun.
I see. I will never use the pistol, so I enjoy it. But others may feel differently.
I just like.
Plus, you got that throwing knife now, so it's about to get wild.
I know, and it takes a little while to charge it, but God, it's
get wild.
it's just so fun. I just like this pistol because it's really nice for headshots, and it does so much damage.
It does. See, that's the thing with the hand cannon. Like, it's really tough to use, but if you can pull it off, you do a ridiculous amount of damage.
By the way, yes, I am going to say whip every time I throw my knife. It's going to happen. So.
Just FYI. However, at the time, because Russia was the beta, if at any point you would like to move on to the moon or any other planets that are possible, then that would be great.
I just dinged 5, is that right? Yeah, so there's a level 6 mission on the moon that I could probably tackle now.
Okay, great.
Just as soon as I earn my bounties.
Oh yeah, you're doing all your bounty stuff.
I'm almost there.
Scrubbing.
But yes, I agree. I want to get further along so that people can see stuff that wasn't in the beta. Of course, when we were streaming the beta, nobody saw anybody this awesome playing the game, so... Well,
only when you were playing.
Whip! Oh, Captain! Knife to the head! Dead.
Richard is like the nicest, most unassuming, laid-back guy. You get him playing a video game, and all of a sudden he's like, "Look at me!"
Just a vicious monster.
I have to run away from the battlefield and hit my share button real quick. And save video, yes.
God, again, those plumes
right?
Those plumes of spirit geyser coming out of their heads.
Oh wow, the Fallen and the Hive, aka the Covenant and the Flood, are fighting each other right now.
Why, Bungie? Why a flood? Always with the flood.
Always with the flood.
Well, I mean, okay, the similarities, by the way, between Destiny and Halo, not just mechanically, but story. You are sort of humanity's last hope, paired with an artificial intelligence that picked you specifically, fighting an ancient enemy that was dormant for hundreds of years, thousands of years, whatever, And
I don't
this-
understand why you're saying these are similar. They're completely. It's like a
Totally
whole other...
different. Because there's only one guy in green helmet and gold face in Halo.
Okay, but the story of Halo feels less written by 10-year-old.
Yeah,
Well,
well, especially in Halo 4. Like, I really enjoyed Halo 4.
the one not made by Bungie.
The one not made by Bungie. But, there was a moment where I was like, why do I care about Robot Woman, like, so much? Like, it really got me. And,
Is that the one where Cortana goes crazy?
yeah!
Yeah,
Okay.
finally,
I thought it was
after
really
like
cool.
so much hinting for like 3 games.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you guys know, of course, that an artificial intelligence, it caps out around 7 years, and eventually it thinks
yeah.
itself to death, a condition known as rampancy. I'm a dork.
Nerd.
But yeah, the thing about Destiny, like, it doesn't really have specific characters. And
No.
even the oops, I just threw my knife at nothing. The things that are characters are really just quest givers.
Yeah.
And like there is the speaker, who I'm almost positive is voiced by Bill Nye.
I believe that is true.
Who is
Not Bill Nye.
Nye.
Oh, Nye.
The
Because, God, that would be my dream.
Squidbeard from the Pirates movies.
Yeah.
Who I love. God, I love him. Anyway.
David Jones.
Yeah. Like, he's literally a guy with no face. He's got a weird mask over his face, so he has no personality whatsoever. And, you know, Halo had, just off the top of my head, it had Master Chief, it had Cortana, it had Sergeant Johnson, you know,
It had the Arbiter,
Yeah,
it had...
okay, yeah, but I mean, you're also dealing with two different approaches to player agency.
No, absolutely, absolutely, and that's fine. But I'm like, they like Bungie, and maybe they're coming for like Bungie storytelling. That I haven't played enough to make a definitive
Do
statement.
people do people play Halo for the story?
People played, and, like, I realize that this is going back, but people played Marathon for the story.
But wait. That is OG Bungie.
Yeah.
It's a
And
very
that was good stuff.
yeah.
Right.
And I'm certainly not saying that Halo's story is bad or worthless or anything like that, but it's people played Halo for all the good shooty.
Yeah.
It was shooty on a console, and it was really good shooty on a console.
Susan,
And-
are you telling me that people didn't play Oni for the story? That's what they... No? That's a little deep Bungie cuts for the
Oni
crowd.
had really awesome box art.
Yeah, it had the
Yeah.
best box art.
Yeah.
And plenty of boxes in the game.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yes,
That was-
the Halo books do sell very well. That is absolutely true.
I've enjoyed a lot of them.
good. There's lots of really, really good Halo lore. I think they've done a really great job of creating this universe with lots of lore in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. All of that said, I am not sure that the masses of Halo fans are coming to the games for the story.
No. In fact, the one thing I will say, especially with the Bungie developed Halo games, is that a lot of they didn't put a lot of detail in the story. Like, a lot of the
Yeah.
stuff that you would know reading the books is just not in the games, period.
Interesting.
In fact, I think, like, the doctor who created
Let's move.
the Spartans in the first place, and who is actually a central character in Reach, Halo Reach, like, and also is the basis for Cortana. Like, it's her mind just created into an artificial intelligence. Like, she's not even mentioned in any of the games until you get to Halo Reach, and she's like a key character in the whole story.
Yeah.
And Bungie kind of did that on purpose, from what I understand, is they said, people just kind of want to play this game and enjoy it. We're not going to cram it full of every single story detail.
You know what? I also really like the story in ODST and Reach. I forgot to mention that.
I need to play ODST again. I've only ever played through it once.
ODST is super cool. It's very weird and somber, but like somber in a very different way than something that's just bleak.
What am I
like The
missing here?
Walking Dead or Last of Us.
Okay. I can't.
Senor Deeker, if you're not into what you're watching Richard do right now, which is the main story and the patrol missions, there is PvP, which is the Crucible, which we will be doing tomorrow.
Wednesday.
We're doing
Wednesday
that-
is going
we're
to be
doing
our
that
big
Wednesday.
Crucible day. Yeah, everybody, if you were enjoying this, we're doing it all week, and we will be tomorrow doing a session that focuses on character customization, where we go through the whole process of setting up your first character class in Hunter and Titan and Warlock, the whole shebang, and it'll be a really cool starter guide in a way that this
whoops.
isn't. Whereas this is just showing the early missions, and then on Wednesday we'll be doing a full session with the Crucible, and then on Thursday we will have here on Twitch a massive roundtable with the full Joystiq staff hanging out, and you can talk to us and ask us all kinds of questions while we're in a Google Hangout, which will also be streaming here on our Twitch channel, and we'll talk about our collective first impressions of Destiny. And then on Friday's going to get a little weird.
So, let's see. Let me get the name right here. Phaser681 is asking, is noticing that we keep talking about this digital upgrade thing for the 360 and PS3 versions, but saying that as far as he can tell, there's no current way to buy the 360 version digitally. I mean, that might be true. I have no idea. I haven't looked for it.
Yeah.
It might be-
I'm hold on. We can find this out. We have the internet.
Yeah, Anthony, cruise over to Xbox.com, see what you can find.
That is what I'm going to do right now.
I mean, historically, yes. Day one digital releases are pretty rare on the Xbox 360, and that was by choice for a long time.
Yep. Pre-order from Xbox. Oh, okay. Yeah, you cannot digitally pre-order Xbox 360 version. Only pre-order the disc on Xbox.com. We will check tomorrow when the game is up and released if that has changed.
Heading back to the Citadel. I refuse to call it the Tower.
Well, it's not a tower, so there's
Not
that.
a tower.
Not
Not a tower. Come on.
Question for you guys. Are there any Xbox 360 exclusives coming out this year?
I have no idea.
360.
HBO Go.
Boo!
Yeah, boy, I wish that was the... It is on PS3, but it's not on PS4.
Oh yeah. I just, I've basically fully migrated to my Xbox One now,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, oh, you know what? I would really love to get caught up in. Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, if you guys want a nice digital video solution, and you're not just demanding that it's on a console, I'm a big fan of the Roku. I love it.
Are you?
I have two of them.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I have my PC set up in my living room, so that's just kind of all you need, you know?
Yeah, that works. I got rid of
Back out there.
cable way earlier this year. Now, the only caveat to not having cable is you need to have a friend with HBO.
I fully admit that I have been out of the loop on all HBO shows. Like, the only modern HBO show that I have watched was a friend of mine let me watch True Detective.
Xander9940 has a special task available. Is that Alexander? Oh, it's a
No.
No.
Oh, it's a Crucible bounty.
Yeah.
A bounty lead. That's weird. What does that mean?
Goodbye.
Oh.
I will check in my inventory. Okay. Xander9940. Who is that? Is that the Crucible guy?
I think that's.
Oh, it's
yeah.
just the bounties guy.
Yeah. It's just the bounties guy.
The Crucible is the multiplayer, by the way. Compete for honor, for pride, for survival, and master the strategies of battlefield control to become an even greater guardian. Complete 5 control matches. Yeah, I'll be doing that real soon. Kill 100 enemies with precision damage. Yeah, headshots all day long. Kill 3 or more enemies with single super use. 20 times.
Acknowledged.
Can do. Earn 9,000 experience without dying. That's a little tougher.
Acknowledged.
I'm curious. I'll put this force to the chat if anyone is interested in the Crucible at all. I'm gonna go to the moon first. You guys don't really want to watch me play the Crucible, probably, because I won't be good at it.
Well, we'll be doing that Wednesday anyway.
Yeah,
So.
we will have a... Keep pushing into the story, man.
But it's Twitch, man. Like, you give people what they want. To a
Well, they
degree.
just want you to get out of Russia, really. Just get out of Russia.
In Destiny.
Everybody, what do you want? Do you want Richard to stay in Russia, or do you want me and Susan to sing Belle Biv DeVoe songs?
We can also do that.
That girl is poison! Poison! Poison!
I can never.
Susan, have we ever sung anything that was recorded after 1995?
Oh, I doubt that very much.
Yeah, it doesn't seem
I
likely.
can never hear that
Highly
song
unlikely.
without thinking of. Oh, what is it? That Paradise, the pot movie. Oh God, no, I can't remember it.
What?
The pot movie.
It had
Does not narrow
with
it down.
Seth
Harold and
Rogen-
Kumar go to White Castle.
with Seth Rogen in it. It's something Paradise.
Oh, Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express. That's right.
Oh, never seen it.
Oh, it's so funny. But there's a
Never
scene in
trust
that
Big
where
Bad to smile.
there's that scene where like the two like hitmen are like rolling up and that's playing and the
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We are working on getting a sexier ship. You are not wrong.
Yeah.
We do need sexier ships. We do.
Okay, it
We
actually
are
looks
working on
like
that. They're very expensive, so we need lots and lots of glitter.
there is one more story between me and the moon, and I don't know if it matters the order that you tackle these in. I guess it doesn't, or it wouldn't let me do it, right?
Well, see if it actually lets you go to the moon.
Well, it's level 6 story. I'm level 5,
The Dark Beyond.
and then back in Russia, I've got a
Well,
level
wait,
5
did you?
story.
The Last Array. The Last Array is actually a really cool level.
Oh, in Russia?
Yeah.
Okay, well, one more Russia, guys, and then I'll switch over. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon because I'm actually playing this to review the game. So.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Strely Dan just asked, is the Wizard Moon quote back in the game?
No. No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's sad.
I wish I could get someone in here to play with me. Oh well.
Faux Ben, the people demand that Richard and Anthony engage in a duet of opposites attract. I mean, which of us would be MC Scat Cat? It's entirely impossible to figure out which of us would be MC Scat Cat.
Okay, so I have a level 6 character, but I'm going.
I can come and play with you, but like I think I'm only level 4.
Yeah, we might. We might wait.
Yeah.
Till everyone has a chance to get into this. I will play the level 7 version of this level, which is like the hard difficulty.
Ooh.
Even though I'm
You
level
get like
6.
okay, so you get to an XP bonus, and
And it does show
That's
you
it.
what the specific challenge is, which is enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. So again, it's like enabling skulls in Halo, where you get sort of a specific extra challenge.
Squad Roar asking, is this one PlayStation 4? We are playing the
Yes.
PlayStation 4 version. Some people, if you are just joining us, we are playing review copies of Destiny provided by Activision. This one is on PlayStation 4. And to answer the question, why are people playing on PlayStation 4 so much? For Joystiq, the staff, there are more staff members with PlayStation 4s than Xbox Ones. And so...
well, that's while that is true,
yeah.
that is not why we're playing on PS4. Because we tried on both.
Yeah.
Those of us who have both tried it on both, and every single one of us who played it on both PS4 and Xbox One preferred it on PS4.
Yes.
Full disclosure,
So-
I did not play the Xbox One version. So,
Okay.
We will be streaming later this week, though, the Xbox One version.
Yes.
If you want to get a look at it. And right now there are no plans to stream the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 version, but that may change.
personally, like, I have an Xbox One review unit that we got, as an outlet that I use, but I've actually purchased my own personal PlayStation 4. So if I'm gonna buy a game right now, it's gonna be on the PlayStation 4
Yeah.
because I don't technically own that Xbox One. So, but we have
Everybody,
I'd say about-
if Richard is gonna buy a game, it's gonna be for the Game Boy Advance. All right.
I did in fact buy a Game Boy Advance game last week. So the Phantasy Star Collection.
Just this morning, I'm so excited about this because it's going to be one of those experiences of how many more times are you going to get to take the shrink wrap off one of these things. I did buy a brand new PlayStation 2 game this morning.
Did you now?
Oh, what'd you buy?
I bought Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks.
Wasn't that one actually okay?
Well, I've heard it is. I've been reading about how awesome a beat 'em up it is.
Right, that's
for
the
years.
beat 'em up with Liu Kang and Kung Lao.
Yeah, and people swear by this game. They say it's great. And Amazon.com had brand new copies for $8.
Oh, we
wow.
can't beat that.
Hey.
So you can't beat $8. And I just know it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to be like 45 and want to play that again. And then I'm going to be like, oh, that game's only $8. And then I'm going to go and it'll be like $422.
Yeah.
Well, you were the one who told me earlier this week that you, I guess you were trolling copies of Mega Man 8, and those are up to like on the Saturn, and those are up to like $200 a pop.
Susan, the world has gone insane. Sega Saturn copies of Mega Man 8 are like minimum $200.
It makes
Oh
me
my
pretty happy that I've
God.
got one sitting on the shelf behind me right now.
I was gonna say I left one behind when I moved. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
Mega Man 8 is so good.
I don't like Mega Man, okay?
Why did you add it?
Because I used to have a collection of about 1,000 different games.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. You buy games that you don't like? That's fine.
Oh, come on. You've never bought a game that you...
Okay, my partner at the time really enjoyed it. So it was his side of the collection.
I gotcha. So it's like splitting up the records, that kind of thing.
Right.
If you get Mega Man 8, then I get Phantasy Star Online version 3.
I have bought Phantasy Star Online so many times. It's just kind of ridiculous.
I do remember playing a lot of local co-op on the GameCube version with
Yep.
my now wife, then girlfriend.
Yeah. I played, oh my god, I played a lot of that game. I liked playing online solo because you would get the experience bump
Yeah.
and you would get, there were items that you could only get if you played online, but I really was not interested in partying up with anybody. And you didn't have to, which was great. Which is another reason why I enjoy Destiny, because for the most part, you don't have to party up with people, although there are definitely sections where they will match you up with other players because you simply cannot do it by yourself.
I would like to point out very quickly to everybody that the section where Richard is yet another little area that really demonstrates how beautiful this game is with lighting. Like, the contrast of light and dark in here is so
Would you die?
cool.
Jeez.
Sorry to interrupt you guys.
Man, let me explain something. Just for all of you watching at home, or wherever you are, this isn't television anymore.
Not far from
I'm level 6. These guys are level 7, and they're posing
they are-
a significant challenge.
They're stomping you. There's a little stompage going
Like
on.
you'll notice, like my hand cannon headshots are no longer like taking people out in one shot, and they're just one level higher than I am.
The ghosts are still here. The Fallen have them.